Hey guys, welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. Well, I think it has something to do either with that hole over there or that mushroom over here. And I'm going to use that trowel here now. Okay, now it does work. And we are having a flashback.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Okay, so wasn't that far off. So that's Mrs. Bowes.
Miss Bowes looks cross.
So let's talk to her.
What's for supper, madame?
It'll be nothing but a glass of water and a worm if you don't fetch your dolly right this instant.
Aha.
Hello. Hello. It's the gateway to the fairy kingdom.
Interesting.
Hello, fairies.
Do we have a trowel? No, we don't. There's that doll.
There she is. There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Hogwash, apparently.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
Oh my goodness. How tasty looking.
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
Okay.
Look at it writhing away.
Can we take it?
You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth.
Can we take
I've
more?
already taken one.
Okay, we don't want any more. Alright.
There is something somewhat unsettling about its appearance.
That is totally true.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of. How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it.
Interesting.
At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Okay, the game is saved. That's good.
That's a peculiar idea.
Alright, so just to be sure.
I'm not...
The ragdoll.
I'm not... No, I do not... I can't... I shan't...
Sometimes it works, so it's point and click logic, isn't it? So sometimes we just try. Even it doesn't make... If it doesn't make sense, sometimes it just does. So we are going to click through pretty much everything that we can. And now we can finally give the...
I present to you Myrtle.
Exactly.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
Come back.
No, come on, really? We had a deal.
It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
Okay, sure. At least we saved the game. And we're
I
gonna...
can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
Ah, okay, so we need something. Maybe the trowel?
The trowel is too blunt to chip away at the rock.
We need something like a chisel. Or something else. The hairpin.
The hairpin isn't strong enough to remove the fossil.
Yeah, I thought that was
They aren't
actually...
mine to take. Damp rag dolls. They aren't mine.
Yeah, they're not ours to take. There's also this shrub still. She will
The delicate flowers.
smell rather sweet. Okay. There she is, and we will have to follow her. And I bet... Yeah, we know where you're hiding.
Jane? Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in. Fine.
Really? You think you can fit?
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through. Curses.
So we will have to use the
That won't
worm.
make the...
We need the trowel then.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
And now we can enter. Oh,
Jane!
don't know if I like this though.
Jane?
Okay, we need...
Jane? Jane, come out this instant. I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source.
Okay, so we need a light, which we don't have. We do have one. We do.
Curses. The useless thing blew out.
So we don't have matches anymore. Maybe that was just a very bad idea, and now we do have a problem. Okay, we need a light source. Yeah, giggle away, little girl. We're gonna get you. Find Jane. Jane is hiding in what appears to be an underground cave system. I need a light source to investigate further. So, will you help?
I have nothing else.
No, you won't. Okay. That's the case. What else can we do? Maybe Cyril?
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Follow me.
Okay.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
That's not a bad one.
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider. Thanks again for the ale, lass. Now leave me be.
I must say,
Okay, we need a light source.
can I please have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
So, what are we supposed to do? Wait a second, we do have the hairpin.
Drawers don't open. I can't store anything in them even if I wanted to. The drawers don't... I've stored my case a box with... I've hung my side...
Okay, that won't help then. So, let's exit.
I can't think of... Good day, sir.
Okay. Maybe he's going to react at some point.
I have nothing else to...
Let's go over here in the alley. Hitching post.
I'd rather not.
Okay, she won't go in there.
There's nothing else I will.
Discuss at the moment. And
The
here...
road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, Jane, why do you have to be so raggedy? Just doesn't make any
There's nothing
sense.
I can't think of any. The bucket is This must be. There's nothing else I wish.
To discuss at the moment. The fossil, the broom.
We didn't come to.
Ah!
I have one just like this. I have one just.
Okay, so we need to get that. We need to get it to our crate, I suppose.
Can't think of any.
But before we do that, I want to go to the train station because maybe there's something new.
I have nothing else.
No, there is not. Okay, so let's take the map and go to not the railway station. Yeah, to the square. We want to go to the square. And we want to open
I can't try to pick the lock whilst Mr. Long is standing there.
Okay, what happens if we
Hello?
talk
Good
to him
day.
again?
Can I buy you an?
I suppose what I shall take.
Let us make.
Okay, so this time maybe we do have Cyril in there too now.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot!
Yeah, exactly. He's there now.
That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Alright, there we go. Game saved. Time to hit the post office. Open
Kenneth
the
taught me
door.
this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open. I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to
Lockpicker.
unlock the door.
Where's Kenneth? Alright, so there
Let's
is...
open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London and I cannot join you in Beaulieu. I've packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Okay, there it is. And we will get some stuff now, won't we?
Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that.
Chisel.
Ah, my lantern.
And the
Feels
lantern.
light. There mustn't be any oil inside.
Oh no, we need
I'll leave
oil
the rest
now.
in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that barrow and get on with the excavation.
True, but I think we can manage that. Because I do have an idea what we are supposed to do. So we are going to go up there. We do have a chisel now. We're going to use that with a fossil. And we can give that fossil to the blacksmith.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
So we're just going to go to the village square.
I have nothing else to...
Yeah, we won't talk to each other.
I can't think...
And get over there to the blacksmith. Can we also just be a cunt?
It looks like the same make as my own.
Uh-huh.
Look, we have the same lantern.
Aye, so we do.
Good day.
Yes.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
What can I... Thanks for your...
Yeah, okay, so that is pretty apparent.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay, no, we don't have any matches left though. Mr. Crozier got a good deal there, fossil collector. So the paraffin goes in the lantern.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
That's great. Okay, if that is the case, let's head over to the Hernwood. Go there, and finally go in the hole and get
Right.
Jane out of there.
Let's put this lantern to good use. Jane, come out at once.
Hopefully she's not giggling anymore. I'm kind of worried about her right now, actually. Oh no. Oh, okay, it's a badger.
Goodness me.
Oh, there's Jane, okay.
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hob's Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Brydon's farm. Hob's Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Okay, so I suppose that's what we're supposed to do. Jane has provided the location of Hob's Barrow. It is found on the land of a farmer named Mr. Brydon, north of the graveyard. So we are going to go there, of course. Let's go to the church immediately. North of the graveyard. And that's where we are supposed... Oh.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Yes, that's it. And there is... whatever. Oh, we can have a look at the hole once again if we want to.
I've already taken...
Yeah, we already have taken the worm. So let's go here.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Okay, I don't like the sound of that. And I'm going to do something very, very odd, which is I'm going to go to the cottage over here. I'm going to try to use the chisel to take that away.
That is not coming off.
It's not coming off. Okay, if that's the case, so I suppose we are going to go to Mr. Brydon's farm once again and have a look.
Ah, the smell of damp soil and rotting vegetation.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Ploughed fields stretch far and wide, an unusual sight for this area. I've no desire to wander the furrows. The gate opens out into a vast tilled field.
Great. Just great. Okay, there is a door. Before we use that door, there is a bucket.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Ugh.
This is not mine to take.
What else is going on over here? There is a tree and a goat. Oh no.
Easy girl.
Okay,
I'm
this...
not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Okay, we might die to this goat, guys. It might be a reference to... what's it called? Broken Sword. And there is that goat puzzle, which was really annoying, by the way. And I really hated it. But whatever, so you could die to that goat, and I died a lot to that goat.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Brydon, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Brydon. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Brydon. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Brydon.
I live here with my wife, and I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago? You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brydon. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
You lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The landers reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for 'em.
Most fortunate, Mr. Brydon. Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass, pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye, my wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Brydon, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Brydon. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hob's Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
That's really interesting. I know that we are above the end of the episode mark, guys, but let's just end this conversation and then we will call it a day for this.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. That's quite an intimidating goat you own.
The old girl does a better job of protecting this farm than any hound would. She still produces a lot of milk for us, so we forgive her temper.
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Mr. Brydon, may I please have your permission to excavate Hob's Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hob's Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Brydon.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Brydon?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
You wish to see proof...
I can't let... What proof?
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
Okay, so he wants some kind of proof, which is odd.
Hello.
Yes?
Thanks for...
Ta-ra.
Okay, that's a little bit odd, but it's what it is right now. So, I'm sorry guys, but we have hit the end of the episode mark. We're quite above it already. So, if you want to know if you can deliver that proof to Mr. Brydon, you'll have to tune in next time for the excavation of Hob's Barrow. See you then.